This is the Wiiviewer,
The LilWiiviewer,
and we're going to review
Just Dance 2015.
for the Wii U. Wow, this is our second review in a row.
OMG!
I thought it'd be fun for both of us to review this new Just Dance game. Do we really need two people reviewing it, since it's basically the same game from all my other reviews? Just probably, what, the 7th or 8th time I reviewed a Just Dance game?
Yes, around 7.
But you know what? They get better every year. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree with your statement.
This is a game where you have to replicate the moves on the screen. Did you like the other Just Dance games?
Yeah, they were pretty fun.
So you look at the dancer on the screen and you follow the hand movements. If you can do a good job, you get a score of perfect, good, or okay, or an X. I don't really know how to make this any more simple than that. Isn't that just basically it?
Yes, it's basically just DDR with your hand.
That's a good way of putting it. But there are different modes to change up the gameplay.
There are quite a few modes. One mode is called Party Master. A person on the gamepad controls what the person with the Wii remote does, so you can pick the dance moves that they have to perform. You can also do a song switch and change up the entire song.
Then there's remixes that will change up the song, so it's not always just the same song over and over again. What I liked this time around was that you can add in people to play with. Like, you can add challengers in to any song you want, so you can try and beat them.
I mean, it's not really like you're playing online, you're just battling against the high score.
There's also a mode where they don't have you use the Wiimote at all, and you have to dance on the screen to the camera, which I thought was kind of dumb.
This is true.
So let's talk about the songs a little. It says that there's over 40 songs in this collection. Plus, you can also get downloadable content. What did you think of the song selection?
There was like 2/3, like some good songs, and then there was just 1/3. They pick a random song from the library of songs in their iTunes, put it on there no matter how weird it is. For example, there's Tetris.
Tetris was cool. That was the only one I 5-starred on.
You barely move in that one.
Yeah, I know. That's why it was so cool. The song list for me was a little bit weaker, just because there are a lot of newer songs that I really don't listen to. And I do listen to some popular music, but this stuff was all just kind of like, ugh, really? Another one of these?
Well, I mean, I actually listen to the radios, so I know most of these songs.
Doesn't make them good. But one of the things that annoyed me was, if you're going to spend the money to get the song, don't do a cover version of it. The biggest example of this was Let It Go from Frozen.
Are you seriously, like, annoyed that they didn't get the exact version of Let It Go?
There are two versions of Let It Go that they could have bought. They could have bought the version that came with Frozen, which I can imagine would be very expensive from Disney. If you can, like, boast that you have the original version of Frozen for girls to play and dance to, don't you think that would be a big selling point?
To play a single song.
Yes! Or they could even get the Demi Lovato version. That actually would have worked perfectly with this game, because it's a lot more upbeat than the version in Frozen. They went with the cover version, and they went with the tone of the original movie. It just seemed like a waste. At least the visuals were nice. Speaking of the visuals, I loved them this time around. Well, I loved them in the previous games too, but I think they've really upped the game. Before, they would only do a couple of the songs and some nice visual graphics. This one, quite a few of them had some really stunning dancing and background animation. But you know the one thing I found most improved in this game? The online mode.
That was one of my favorite parts of the game.
I like the randomness at times of the online mode. It jumps from song to song, and there really was no lag. There was hardly anybody in there. I mean, at times there was only like 19 people that we were online with. But at least it was fun to do. You could send out pre-made messages with the D-pad, which was okay. It would have been nicer if we could actually speak with the microphone on the Wii U gamepad, which, by the way, they utilize doing karaoke.
I like the online mainly because it kind of just throws you in and just does random stuff like pick a side. Which country's the best? Mexico or Tokyo? You pick a side and we see who wins.
It's just like red versus blue. It really has nothing to do with the names. It's just a more fun way of teaming up people. There's plenty of replayability because you can unlock remixes or different avatars for your character. And there was a lot of avatars to choose from. So, LilWiiviewer, Just Dance 2015. Would you buy, rent, or skip?
I'm gonna say rent because even if the online capabilities are one of the strongest points for this game and adds a lot of replayability, it's still not worth $40.
Well, I disagree with you. I think this game's worth a buy. I had a lot of fun with it. There's a lot of replayability. I may not like the song list, but I saw you and your younger generation, and you seem to like it. This game isn't made for old fogies like me, but overall, I liked it. I liked the visuals. I liked the controls. I liked basically everything in it. I just wish there were more songs that I actually knew. I suggest looking up the song list, seeing if you know some of these songs, and if you like them, yeah, the game is absolutely worth a buy. Well, that was our review of Just Dance 2015. Why don't you check out our previous review that we just did of Hyrule Warriors?
And for a classic review, how about you check out Country Dance?
Thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe.